Hello friends, how's it going? It's your friend Jeff playing Kingdom Come Deliverance. I just kind of saved. I made a few changes to the settings, so I don't know how they'll affect the video, but we're gonna see. Now in this chest, I have to go to food, and what I learned from Father Simon was we had to make this potion, but I already had this potion in my inventory from bartering or doing something in the past, so I just need one of these. So I don't have to make it, I already have it, although I do have the information to make it, but I don't have the ingredients, so it's just as good. And that's why I have this chest, because this chest has all kinds of stuff in it. But anyways, and as you can see at the top, it says get Phillip Artemisia Potion 1 of 1. So I already have that. So we're gonna have to make a trip to Sassar or someplace over there. No, the monastery to fix him. So, oh, here's the dog. Let's give him breakfast.
Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
And we'll give him some chicken. He likes chicken, right? He's almost in the campfire. That is funny. But yup. Wasn't that good for breakfast for the dog. But anyways, okay, so here's my horse. Canthika. Get on it. Or him, it's a he. I usually refer to females, but this dog is a boy. Alright. So let's go ahead and head over to here because we're supposed to help our friends, Fritz and Matthew. Now there are two ways of doing this, and I've always done it one way. So this time around, I'm going to try it a different way, okay? I beat the game 7 to 10 times. I always say that because there's 7 slots, and I have wins in every one of them, and I had to overwrite one of them just to make this playthrough. So, anyways, let me get off the horse. Now, I don't think it's early in the morning. Oh, yep, find out how Fritz and Matthew are doing. But, talk to Matthew, talk to Fritz, objective start. Okay, so see, okay, so if you talk to Fritz, and if you do what Fritz wants to do, and you can talk to both of them, and you can still talk to the old Thomas, which there's many ways of doing this, and that's the wonder of the game, is that you can do quests many different ways, or you don't have to do them. You can just ignore them, and then some of the quests are timed, and they will expire, and you will fail, and stuff like that, but you don't have to do all the quests. So what I'm trying to talk about is, because I've played this game so many times in the past that, and I've always done it one way when I get to this. Like, I've always gone to the fight. And, so I got to try it a different way. But these guys are not even at work, so I'm going to have to pass some time here. Let's go to 8 o'clock. And what I was trying to talk about was, Fritz wants to fight this guy, and you'll end up going to a hill, and you'll fight, and the reason I've always done it is because I've always taken what old Thomas has. I think he has some dice or something, but I've already got 2 dice from Ledetko or U6 or wherever it was where I got it from that gambler, remember? In a previous video. But so I want to do this differently. So that means I'm not going to talk to Fritz. I mean, you can do both, believe it or not, and then still accomplish either diffusing the situation, which this guy wants, Matthew, or you do the fight that Fritz wants, and they're both our buddies, so we would always help them out anyways. But I'm going to go and talk to him to get this going because I've been yakking too much. So here we go.
Greetings, Henry. Are you happy here?
It's not worth a damn. If I had any choice, you wouldn't see my heels for dust.
Well, what's happened? Did you two get yourselves into trouble?
A fine friend you are, assuming it's our own bloody fault.
Oh, come on. You know what you two are like. I had to ask.
Well, perhaps with that mug. But now, the foreman's got it in for us. If he could, he'd skin us alive.
Always forcing you to work, is he?
If only. That wouldn't be so awful. But nothing we do is good enough for him. There's always some reason for him to yell at us.
I can imagine.
You know what it's like. We do too little, and it takes us too long, and what we eat's worth more than the work we've done, and it's no fun listening to that sort of shit day after day.
And the miller won't stick up for you. I would have thought all the yelling would drive him mad.
Not really. He trusts that loudmouth bastard more than us. He's got us down for a pair of parasites.
I see.
What's so stupid is the mill really needs us. They haven't had any hands here for quite a while, and the mill needs a lot of fixing. But with them around, we can't even get to work.
And you definitely don't... You don't ever provoke him?
I've already told you once, he's an arsehole. I'd say there's nothing we can do about it. If he wants to yell at us, he'll yell at us.
Have you tried talking with him?
What do you think? But that just sets him off. He starts saying we're practically bandits, and what he's going to do about it. That gets Fritz going, and he starts yelling too, and...
And what do you want to do about it? Just run away?
Actually, I'd like to stay here, at least for a bit. I never would have thought I'd like working in a mill, but not with him around. It's unbearable, and there's no one I can complain to. But you could.
Me? Do you think they'll listen to me?
They did once already, didn't they? They hired us because of you. You could have another word with them.
Back then, making promises was enough. Now, it will be worse.
You can forget about the miller. It's Thomas you need to convince. The miller takes his opinion seriously. So, will you do it for us? Again?
Fine. I'll try and talk to him.
I'm glad. But try not to get on his wrong side. You won't get anywhere with him then.
I'll keep that in mind.
Now, I don't know if... Okay, so I gained... It looks like I gained a speech thing, so I'm going to have to take a look at that. But... About Thomas...
I'd like to ask about that Thomas again.
No, okay. Okay. All right, so, anyways, the key word by Matthew was that he said he doesn't mind in some ways, and he would like to stay here a bit. Now, the key word is a bit. So that means it's not, he doesn't want to stay here forever. So I just have to solve the problem a little bit, and I think I'm not going to talk to Fritz, because I'll tell you what Fritz will say. He's going to say that they got in a fight, and they pushed him into the river or the lake or whatever, and he was up to his waist, but he felt like he was going to drown in some because he can't swim. So Fritz, hates the guy and wants to get revenge and beat him up. And I'm going to tell you 7 to 10 times I have done it that way, and this is the one time I'm not going to do it. And if you want to see a fight, I'm terribly sorry. I apologize, but I'm not going to do the fight. I'm going to do something different. But I do have, let me look at player for a minute. And the point of the RPG is to be talking to people so you can gain speech. And you can see I have 1 point. So and you can see I'm 20 on strength, I'm 18 on main level, I'm 20 on vitality. I mean, yeah, I grinded a lot in the game, without even doing the first quest of the main thing, which is to go talk to Bernard and get some training. So, you know what I mean? I don't run any mods. This is all vanilla game. So, I mean, I telling you, I do what the game allows me to do. I don't cheat. I don't think of this as cheating. I think of this as building up Henry any way you want, and giving him stuff, and it's kind of fun to give him all these items, and that's the only thing I'm going to say about it. Like, I know you're going to think this is outrageous for not even starting the main quest, but again, I don't have the training. He can only slash and stab with the sword, and I don't even have the sword on right now. I just have this, but that's the only training he got was in Skalitz with that guy who showed him how to slash and how to poke or stab. So that's it. And the reason I don't do the main quest right away is because I want to build stats up, and I want to build things up. Like you can see combat-wise where I'm at on different things. And this is without any training from Bernard. Like, this is what I've done in the game, like just what the game allows me to do. My reputation, you can see, is right here. And because I farmed Skalitz, you can see that it's now 100%, so that's all good. But I'm getting off of what I really wanted to talk about, which, okay, speech. Okay, so the only perk I got on speech was final offer, because I earned that in Skalitz, I think, because when we were first in the prologue, because, you know, by bartering you're gaining speech, and I needed the final offer, because if you fail in bartering, you'll get a minus on reputation as opposed to a positive on reputation. So you always have to win in bartering in order to gain rep. And if you sell anything to a vendor, you'll gain rep. But when you go into bartering, and if you fail that, you will lose rep. And that's why the first thing that I could get at maybe, I don't know what, if it was level whatever, I got that. So now let's look at these. Increase your speech level by 3 when talking to nobles. Well, you can't have the low. Okay, so. All right, so okay, so what I like about this is it doesn't give you a negative other than the fact that you can't do. See, what I don't like is I don't like perks that give me something but minus me something and something else. But this one has no effect other than the fact that I can't commoners. You know what I mean? But I don't know if, like I said, I'm trying to figure what I want to do on this, because let's look at this. In dialogues, you'll see your counterpart stats in skill checks. Now that's really good, because then you can know what to use on them. So, like eventually, you know, okay, so how many people are you going to talk to in this game with high, and then how many people are you going to talk to with low, or is it kind of equal, right? I mean, I played it so much I should know that, but, you know what I mean? But then again, this might be, when it's talking about dialogue, you know, we'll see that. Now, what does this one do? Increase your speech skill when haggling. I mean, you don't care about that. And then you have 50% reputation when you talk to women and a +1 speech bonus, so you persuade them more easily, and you can avail all. Oh, now, see. Okay, so this one's a good one. This one's a good one because you get free service at the bath wenches. So you never have to pay for it. Wow. Wow, there's just a lot of good things with that. Okay, so I look at all of these, every one of these is so good. Like, which do you take? But okay, I'm gonna save $30 or 30 groschen every time if I go there to get, because what's good about that, if you do that service, you get a save right after it. And they got those places all over the place, so you can do that. So I hate to be delaying this video just because I'm trying to figure out what I really want, you know. I'm gonna say this because we talk a lot to people, and at least now we can see what they have. So I'm just gonna do that just to get something out of the way. I mean, I'm early in talking, so I mean that's the, you know, if you look, my speech is only 8, so, you know, and I am gonna have to talk stuff during the main quests and stuff a lot and stuff, so eventually this is all gonna go up and I'm gonna get all those anyway. So, but at least now we'll be able to see what everybody else has when I'm talking to them. So, all right, that's all that I think I want to talk about, and stuff. So yeah, I mean, sorry that I went off like that, but anyways, let's go ahead, and I'm not, like I said, it doesn't affect it, so I mean, I could talk to Fritz Fritz, so that way you would see the other part of the story, but they told me either one or the other. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna, because I already know what Fritz is gonna say, and I already basically told you that, so I'm just gonna go to this guy here and see if I can persuade him.
Jesus Christ be praised.
So what do you think about the workers I brought you?
If I hadn't put in a good word for them, the miller would have thrown them out by now.
It's good they have someone to look out for them.
Take care now.
Okay, now wait a minute. Now that didn't go the way I thought it would. Okay, so now maybe I do have to go talk to Fritz. But I'm going to talk to Matthew for a minute. Let me see. Let me just talk to him for just... This didn't go the way I wanted it to.
I'd like to ask about that Thomas again. I'd never have guessed he's like that.
Well, get a job here as a hand and you'll soon see.
And what does he do during the day? Does he work with you?
Good one. He keeps his eye on everything, but his hand only touches the saw when the miller shows up, which isn't that surprising.
Why?
The last time he did anything, he almost took his thumb off with a chisel. I wouldn't put an axe in those paws of his either.
So he's clumsy and arrogant. That's what you said about your last master, that Nemo.
Aye, but at least you could sneak away from old Nimoy for a bit. No chance of that around here.
Okay, so all right, so I think maybe because I didn't talk to Fritz, I wasn't able to get both sides and to... All right, so he gave me some information that he's kind of lazy, I guess. So let me see if... like I said, I just want to try this a different way than what I've done. That's why it's a little different to me at the very moment. Hey, why can't I talk to him now? Oh, why can't... Okay.
Capable cretins.
Oh, so now I am... Okay, I'm gonna... Okay, so I think the way you have to do it is you do have to talk to Fritz, too. So, alright, so you are gonna hear his side of the story, then.
Hey, twat face.
And he calls me twat face. Come on, now, don't call your best friend... whatever.
Matthew told me your foreman's a fool, and you're not exactly filled with Christian love for him.
You better believe it. I'd like to pay him back for everything and drown him in the river.
Yeah, see, I mean, he really wants to get at him. And this is why I've done it this way, like fighting him every single time, but I want to do something different this time, okay?
Drown him? What's he done to you?
It was the first had a disagreement and I told him off. And then, all of a sudden, we're fighting and that fucker just throws me in the river. I nearly drowned.
But how did you get out? I thought you couldn't swim.
I can't. They pulled me out. I was up to my waist in water.
I see. Well, I'd be pretty fucking angry too. So you want to pay him back?
Exactly. I don't give a shit about anything around here, but that bastard's in need of a good trouncing.
What about the others at the mill? Are they awful as well?
The miller's an old fool. He believes every word that comes out of Thomas's mouth. It's hopeless. And then there's the miller's daughter. She's a pretty lass, and kind with it. But what can she do? Nothing. Not that it stops Matthew gonna see her. But Thomas is the root of the problem.
Do you think he's jealous? Is she a sweetheart?
He might make puppy dog eyes at her, but most of the time he just struts about like a peacock. I really don't think she's the problem.
And what do you want to do about it? Do you think you can come to an agreement?
No fucking chance. Matthew hopes so because he likes it here. It's true the work's better than the mines, but the play's worse.
So how do you plan on dealing with it? Leaving?
Perhaps. But first, I want to give Thomas a proper trouncing. I mean a real thrashing.
And you think that will help?
Maybe. Maybe it'll knock some sense into that fat head of his. Or he'll be too frightened to mess with me.
That might help.
So why don't you arrange a fight with him? If we win, he'll leave us alone. Oh, we could...
What?
We could lure him off someplace far away and then wait for him. Maybe to play dice with Lawrence. He would have to go through the dark woods.
I'll think about it.
Okay, so, alright. Okay, so now they're giving us... Yeah, see. Like I said, and I'm going to tell you, like, I've always done it the way Fritz wants to do it. I have never done it the other way, and I'm trying to do it the other way. Just this one playthrough, and I apologize for anybody who'd want to see the fight. But I mean, if I've done it like 7 to 10 times, why would I want to keep doing it? You know what I mean? Like, I've done it so many times, but where the heck did he go? And I better be able to talk to him this time. I don't want to sick the dog at him, because how am I going to resolve this if I don't talk to him? Okay, so if I say this, I heard people call you town fool and provoke. You know, that's gonna go to the fight, and I don't want to do that.
About those two.
It's a wonder I still let them hang around.
But you need the help anyway. And they're pretty handy.
Maybe, but they're in no danger of overworking themselves. They act like they're too good for the mill, and I saw them eyeing up Jane.
Nothing strange about that. She's a pretty girl, and she's of an age to marry.
It's not marriage they've got on their minds. They'd have their way with her, then before her belly starts to grow, they'd have run for the hills.
Look, we can reach an agreement. You need the mill fixed, they need the money. If they have peace to do their work, they'll be able to finish it faster.
But...
And then they'll take their groschen and leave. The mines will open again, and the faster they get their money, the quicker they'll be gone.
But do you really think I can trust them to do it? Will they do their work and leave? And leave Jane alone in the meantime?
Yeah, see now, all along the way here, if you say actually no, they had enough of you and blah 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 blah, it's gonna go the wrong way. So of course I'll arrange it.
Of course. They're not interested in the mill. They just need the coin to pay their debts. Once they've got enough, they'll have no reason to stay here.
I never thought we could sort it out this way.
I've known them for a long time, and you can rely on them when it comes to this. Everybody will be better off.
All right. If they keep their part of the bargain, I'll even give them a few extra groschen. But woe betide them if they don't. You can tell them that. Farewell.
Objective started. Talk to Matthew. Okay. Sort out Fritz and Matthew's problem with Thomas. Objective completed. Okay, so yeah, so I think that is the peaceful way of doing it. So I can go and tell Matthew.
Hey, Henry.
It took some doing, but I made a deal with him.
I'm glad to hear it. So we can stay here? He'll leave us be?
He'll leave you alone, but there are conditions. Once you finish your job, you'll vanish from here. But you'll get an extra groschen or two for your troubles.
And that's it? I thought... Never mind.
Oh, and you're to stop dallying with the miller's daughter. Keep on mucking about with her and you'll muck things up for yourselves.
The fucking bastard. He can go fuck himself. He'd better give us enough groschen to make it worth it. But I suppose I should thank you. You may have bought us some peace and quiet, and that's better than nothing. Here's something for your help.
Oh, so where did he get 175 groschen? Okay, so anyways. Quest completed. Is a friend indeed. Okay. Alright, so, and the game saves. So that is really good. Okay, so for the first time of ever playing this game, over the many years that I have played to beat this game, this is the first time that I've ever done it the peaceful way. Okay, so unfortunately for those who would want to see a fight, it's not going to happen. But if you do fight him, you could end up taking his dice, but that's a tricky thing because if somebody else sees you when you punch and knock him out, then they'll report you and then you'll have problems. So I can avoid all that by just doing it the way I just did it. And the game saves, so if I die at any point right now, it won't really matter. Okay, so now I'm going to go to objectives, and yeah, he told me Phillip needed, isn't, yeah, okay, so yeah, we're gonna knock that out. So I think I can just fast travel directly there to the monastery, wherever that is. Going the wrong way. Yeah, we're relatively close. Okay, right here. How much time is this gonna burn? Let's see, it's 10 o'clock. It's getting to 11. We don't have time to be messing around at the moment. Alright, gotta be noontime, so that's all good. Nice midday. Oh, but again, I'm gonna complain that it's raining. How am I ever gonna date Teresa if it keeps raining like this? I mean, come on, seriously, folks. Look outside your window if you're in the house right at this very moment. Do you have sunshine out there or do you have rain? And that's what I want to ask you. So put it in the notes. If you're watching my video at this very moment, you hear me saying, if you are inside a building or anything, look outside your window and tell me, is it a sunny day right now? I mean, you might be somewhere in the world at nighttime, but you can still look out your window and tell me, is it raining or not? And I'm going to tell you that 9 out of 10 of you should say that it's probably sunny or it's probably not raining. So it rains way too much in this game, is all I'm saying. I don't recall this happening when I first was playing this game. But anyways, it's just a minor complaint. Okay, so I don't know how this is going to go, but I will tell you, I do have the Artemisia, or whatever that potion is. I didn't have to make it, which would have been nice to learn how to make it, but yeah, right here. Okay, so all we got to do is administer it. And it says, objective completed. Get Phillip Artemisia. Okay, now wait a while to see if the cure takes effect. Phillip From Skalitz. So yeah. So, and I think I already took care of this guy.
God be with you, Henry.
Hey, I can still talk to this guy.
You saved me. You've no idea what you've done for me. God, thank you.
I didn't do that much.
You did more than anyone else here. I'm sorry, I've got no money to repay you, but I can tell you a secret. How workers like me keep up back-breaking labour day after day.
That's a secret? Okay. Okay. That's interesting. No, I don't want to talk to him because he's going to want another lullaby, and I don't feel like making another lullaby. And I don't have any extras. I didn't even have any in my inventory, so that's something that you could do, because I think I even seen lullaby somewhere in a shop somewhere that I could have either bought. I mean, I have plenty of groschen. But, I mean, yeah, you can just find the ingredients and cheaply make them. Like, I could probably open this up and find stuff in here, but I don't... What is that? It looks like I can open it, but am I stealing? And he's right here. Like, yeah, I don't want to screw things up. I mean, I might be able to just open that up, but I don't really want to, you know, push the issue. I can look at him.
He just needs to sleep.
Okay, so he's okay. Yeah, he's okay. Alright, so again, I just gotta wait for him to... What about this guy over here?
I'm not needed here.
Oh, that's good. What's that right there? Alright, well, hey, nobody's in here now. Where'd that guy go? Okay. I'm just going to take a look at this just to see what's in here. Oh, it's just food. I don't care about that. Yeah, I know. Like I said, every time you want, like, lullaby, and, you know, I already gave you one, and I made it, and it took me a little while to do that. Oh, I can't wash up. Alright, so maybe I can just kill time, maybe? Or is... Oh, and here's her. I could talk to her, but let me see on my objectives here. I should try to get some... Oh, okay. I have to wait at least 2 hours for the remedy. Okay, so... I should try to get... Okay, so this... Okay, so if I do this, right, if I wait the 2 hours and get this done, I'm going to fail this secondary thing, a part of this. So let me see. For the 2 hours, maybe I can go find this guy, which I do not like him at all. And I think, you know... I think he's somewhere down over here. Oh, I found a nest. Yeah, I think he's probably in here. He's probably upstairs. That's a guard. Oh, here he is. Nope, that's a scribe. What the heck? Okay, well, I guess I forgot where he normally is. Darn. I mean, it's midday, ain't it? I have 2 hours before Phillip is done, because once I do oh, he's probably in here. Oh, no, that's, okay. I know there's somebody else in there that you're supposed to help someday, but... Alright, well, I'm at a loss at the moment. Oh, yeah, and then there's something hidden down that way that eventually we're gonna... Oh, boy, there's a lot of stuff that I'm starting to remember, but... Where... Okay. It says... See, it shows A... Okay, wait a minute, let me do this. Try to get, you know, so, I'm in the area of where he is. Like, where is he up? Is he up here? I mean, I doubt that he would be up here. And I'm in a private area, actually. I can open up that safe, but well, that chest, but whatever. No, come on, let me go back down, please. Give it. See, he's not giving me the icon to get out of here. So I'm gonna have to just fall down and get hurt, probably. Jeez. Boy, sometimes the game does silly things like that. Alright, I'm gonna come in here one more time. Like, I cannot get through that door, so I mean... Did I miss him? That's a guard. Oh my goodness. He's right here. Okay, I am terribly sorry, folks. And like I said, I hate... Oh, now I can't talk to him because he's moving. He's in movement. Okay, finally.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
I have some, well, trophies.
Let's have them. There are plenty of them. My lad, you're the wrath of God personified.
Okay, so that worked out good. Yeah, those are the bandit ears. Like, so he's the same like Bernard who wants these ears of the bandits. But okay, so anyway, so I got rid of them. I had 7 of them that I collected. All right.
I'm helping at the infirmary now, and I came to...
Ah, and how is Johanka? Do you know her well?
Yes, I do.
Good, good. Does she ever talk about me?
Okay, so again, like I said, I despise this guy, but for role-playing purposes, I gotta try to do a secondary thing of getting this, so I'm gonna be nice about it, a little.
Sometimes. A little.
That's good. Excellent. Johanka means a lot to me.
Yeah, he calls her Johanka.
I'm mainly here for supplies and to talk about the state of the wounded from Skalitz. They need blankets, food.
Well, that's not my problem. Let the infirmarius take care of it.
His hands are tied. Until the abbot comes back, he can't get anything.
And why should that interest me?
Okay, well, now, okay, now, without me seeing these numbers, now that we can see Sabastian Vom Berg, we can see that he's 14, 15, and 11, and I'm 20 on threat, and I'm 13 plus 4. But it shows that I would fail if I do this, but you would think this would be the one to work because he likes Johanka. And so it may be because of well, he calls her Johanka, but anyways. But then again, if I do this, he might say... I mean, he might be against me trying to bribe him. And then if I go unbelievable, then, yeah, we know that that's a failure. So yeah, I'm gonna, you know, I wish that I had saved right before this so I could go either way and then see how it works. But we're gonna do this one only because of the point system. I'm looking at the point system. 13 plus 4. So I should win with
Because
this
I'll
one.
pay you.
For supplies? But of course. That will be...
Oh, come off it. You get your supplies from the monastery for free. No one will bat an eyelid if you ask for more. Blankets can get chewed up by mice. Food can go off.
I mean, I got plenty of groschen, so...
Yes. These things happen, certainly. And as long as the monastery needs my protection, they'll have to put up with it. Farewell.
Okay, there. Alright, well, try to get the supplies. I did it. Okay, so I got the secondary objective done. You know, I paid and I even gave him a little bonus. So, I mean, I don't like the guy. Like, I actually, you know, if I was playing a bad Henry, I would actually want to kill this guy. But anyways, that ain't gonna happen, so... And I'm even thinking now that we did the quest to clean this garden, and look, dandelions are back. We could take all this stuff, right? Look, it's all back. Like, I thought I'd done that. Did I or did I not? Let's see. I gotta wait 2 hours, so I mean, what time is it right now? It is almost 2 o'clock, so it should be pretty soon here. And at least I got the secondary thing done, so let's talk to this guy for just a minute. Yeah, do you need any help again? I wonder... I don't know if I... Well... Let's try that for a
Need
minute.
any more help?
Knowledge of herbal remedies always comes in handy. Listen up. We have some new brothers who are meant to help me with the wounded, but not all of them know their medicinal herbs as well as I'd hope. They'll have to be taught.
I'm not much of a teacher.
I should imagine not. But you won't be doing any teaching, just helping me put together our new herbarium. I shall need all of the herbs mentioned in the old one.
That sounds easy. I'll be right back.
Don't be so sure. Some of the herbs are shy little things, prone to hiding from sight. When you've collected one of each, come back for your reward. One more thing. Bring me some old book or other. We'll scrape off the old ink to make a palimpsest, and use the blank pages for the herbarium.
An old book. Very well.
Okay, well this seems a little bit complicated. Update. Objective updated. Get a hold of the old book. Give everything to brother. Okay. Well. Okay, well. Oh, you be quiet yourself. Yeah, okay, well, that's a little bit more... that's a pretty big task, I think. But, you know, I mean, we've already looked at this. This doesn't tell me anything other about fleas, warts, fleas and warts, here, good. And then I think we looked at this one already, too. This one just shows how to recognize ailments. The excess of mucus may also lead to diphtheria. Oh, hey now, what? Reach a new level in alchemy. What? I didn't even do anything. Oh, okay, yeah, good. Okay, so the 2 hours went by. Help healing the sick in the monastery. I did it. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to make another lullaby to give it to that guy. So, you know, I already did one, and so all you have to do is one. But now I have another task from him. But then again, that's going to take a lot of time, so I'm not going to do that right now. So I think oh, well, first let me talk to this guy here because we just cured him.
What happened?
We brought you back to the land of the living.
How? How long have I been unconscious?
I'm glad you
For
stopped
a long
by.
time. Your friends have left.
I have to find them.
Rest now. You're going to be very weary for the next week or two. You'll find your friends. They probably ended up in Ratai like most of our folk.
Well, all right. And Henry?
Hmm?
Thank you.
All right, well, and now we can't talk to him anymore. We cannot talk to him anymore. Him and him. And now... Oh, but we can still talk to him. Okay. Oh no, I know. Okay, so all I got to do now is to end this. All I got to do is talk to Johanka or Johanka. I mean, Oh yeah, let me talk to this guy for a second.
What do you do here?
What I can. I'm just trying to help the Skalitz locals as much as I can.
Thank you.
Okay, so it just rehashes what we already talked about. Okay, I just wanted to clear that up to make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, I think it's good now because I did the secondary thing, so I think this should be good.
Henry!
Yeah, she's happy to see me now. Oh, okay, so yeah, so I can okay, well, okay, so for speech purposes, we probably want to look at these. So let's go ahead and
That custodian Sabastian is really obnoxious.
He can be unpleasant, but in his own way. I don't know.
You can't be serious.
What's that supposed to mean? At least he was here, unlike you, the whole time. And anyway, mind your own business.
yeah, so she kind of likes him, even though he is obnoxious. But anyways, okay. So at least we get that out of the way.
You, Henry.
God be yeah. So she still likes me though. Okay, about the situation here.
Tell
What
me
is
more about the
this?
situation here.
Is this just a rehash? Yeah, look, it's just a rehash. Okay.
All right.
I just
need to know.
yeah. They shouldn't have it highlighted. They should just have it like not highlighted, so that way I know that I already did it. But anyways, there's nothing more. This will end this whole thing.
How are the sick and wounded faring? I don't think there's anything more I can do for them.
You did what you could.
Reputation gained.
Truly. I don't know what I would have done without you. You saved a lot of lives.
God be with you.
Game saved. Tell Johanka you can't do any more. Quest completed in God's hands. And it didn't give me a failure on getting supplies from Sabastian. So, and I'm going to tell you that you can do this without doing that. You can still get this done and do this part, what I did. And you can still get it done without doing that. I just remembered because I had to wait 2 hours for him to get better. I had, I wanted to burn the 2 hours. So how I did that was, I remembered that, oh yeah, look at the objectives. And there's a secondary objective to get that. But if you look at it, like I did everything that I could do for all these people in here. and without Sebastian. So I mean, but in the end, I didn't give them blankets, so that's why Sebastian can do that, and that's why I did that. So basically, like I said, I got it all done. If I look at my my objectives, okay, so well, the game saved, and like I said, look at this rain, right? So what I'm gonna do is head to, and we got some question marks here. We could ride around with the horse and knock out all these question marks, but I need to just, the next thing we're gonna do is that. So let's go that way. And it's going to be nighttime by we get there. So we're just going to close out the video. And then if the next day is raining when I make the next video, I'm hoping it's going to be a good day, because I want to start the next video with dating Teresa. But I've done enough in this right now, quest-wise, to call it a day. So I don't think I have anything in my inventories. I didn't kill anybody or anything, did I? No. So, alright. And I mean, let me see. Yeah, it's too late, but I mean, let's just see for a second, right? It's way too late.
Greetings, Henry.
What now? Should we take a walk?
You don't give up, do you? Well, let me think. I've got lots to do right now.
See, it's
I'd love to go another time. Will you come and see me again?
As her ladyship commands?
it's too
Jester.
it's too late in the day. Now I don't know if I have the ring on me, so we're gonna end the dialogue for just a second. And the funny thing, the funny thing about this is, I think everything that you give her, she doesn't put on, and you wonder where it goes. Like I have Bianca's ring, but I'm not gonna give her Bianca's ring. But I'll give it a silver ring just for the heck of it. Oh, there she is.
I've brought you something.
And, I'll give it a silver ring.
Oh, Hal. Is this for me? This must have cost you a fortune. But I like it very much, thank you. You really mustn't bring me any more gifts like that, or you'll spoil me.
Okay, and we could do her DLC. If you want me to do that, just put it in the notes, and I'll do that the moment I read that in the notes, if you want me to do that. I mean, that's, and do you want me to do it in one shot? Like the DLC for her, do you want me to do the whole DLC? So if it takes 2 hours or 3 hours or 4 hours to do it, do the whole thing at once and get it done. If you want me to do it whichever way you want, just let me know. Like, if you just say, do Teresa's DLC, the whole thing, I can do the whole thing. Or I can do it, like if you want me to just do a half hour each part of the, or do you want me to, you know what I mean? Like, because her DLC, I mean, You can do it, like, I forget how long it takes, but, I mean, I've played her DLC in one shot, you know what I mean? Like, just do the whole thing. It's not that long, but anyways. That's what I will mention. So I'm gonna save the game right here. To the next day. I can only sleep till there. Alright, and then I'll quit the game and start up again. So yeah. I like I said, you know, I'm just doing this because it's a wonderful game. I mean, I can spend hours and hours in this game. So I figured I would put it up just if anybody wanted to see it. I mean, I know there's a zillion people who put the game up on the internet, but anyways. But the moment if I were to skip 5 hours, it would probably be raining. Because you have to do this around 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock. Then she'll go on a walk with you. But anyways, I'm going to end it right here. So have a great day, folks. I hope you're doing good wherever you are in the world. This is your friend Jeff signing out. Adios, amigos, and adios, the lovely amigas.